Hey, let's face it, chiropractors are quacks. I agree 100%. And people have been saying it for years. They're out of their mind. They're crazy. They don't know if they believe these claims they're making. And I don't blame them, especially if they haven't experienced it. Especially if they haven't experienced a really good chiropractor on a regular basis. You know, for like a year, let's say, 18 months to see that, does it really work? Or all these claims just BS, propaganda, just to fill ego. Because that's what doctors want to do, is just, you know, they all want to lie to each other and fill their ego, right? I mean, that's why they go to school and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and put in all the hours of national boards, you know, 5, 6 national board exams, studying for hours, staying up all night, become a quack, a doctor. Yeah, they're not real doctors. How are they real doctors? I mean, they study everything that a real doctor studies. They study every system of the body. They take anatomy, physiology, microbiology, chemistry, physics, organic chem, all that stuff. And they actually have to pass a lot of tests, but they're quacks. I agree. Total facade, you know? And then they go and make these claims about people actually getting better without drugs. That can't be. That's impossible. The body can't heal itself. Yeah, you're right. So what is the definition of a quack? Quack, the characteristic harsh sound made by a duck. So chiropractors are like ducks, just making harsh sounds. I heard a quack and saw some ducks huddled together. I heard someone talking about your body could heal itself. They were huddled together. Make a characteristic or a harsh sound. I don't know if the sound of a duck is harsh. Quack. I think it's kind of cool. The ducks quacked from the lake. So maybe the quack chiropractor, what he's saying is harsh because it's against the mainstream. But wait a minute, chiropractors have been around for over 125 years. Does that make it mainstream? Chiropractic has been around longer than most medical professions. Does that make it mainstream? It's been around longer than any medication on the market. Does that make it mainstream? Quack. You know, things that people get checked annually because it's part of the mainstream health system. You get your eyes checked. I didn't do well on that test. I need readers. I'm 52. I get it. But if I didn't get it checked because I didn't believe in an eye doctor, then how would I explain my lack of sight? Get your teeth checked, heart checked. Yeah, I don't believe in cardiology. I don't believe in heart health, heart attack, blood pressure. Great indicator, right? Your system's either doing well or it's not. It's adapting to stress or it's not. But I don't believe in someone taking my blood pressure and letting me know, hey, it's high, there's something going on, you're under stress, quack. Wait, I don't believe in a gym. I don't believe in exercise. I don't believe in fasting. I don't believe in eating well. So I'll just get fat. It's easy. Just chill out. Watch YouTube all day. Eat whatever I want. Get fat. Quack. What about your spine? These chiropractors, quacks, say if your spine is in proper alignment and the nerve system, which controls every system of your body, is flowing freely, it's functioning better, then your body will have a better expression of life. It's the system that controls everything we just talked about, but I don't believe in it, so I'm not going to take care of it. And can that affect the other systems that it's controlling if it's not working properly? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Quack. Henry Windsor, a medical doctor, is documented saying organs supplied by impinged nerves. There's a term chiropractors use, subluxation, which, you know, their definition is a little different than the medical definition, which is more of a dislocation, but a subluxation is a vertebra out of alignment, putting pressure on the neurology. So example, your atlas goes out of alignment, puts pressure on your brainstem, it doesn't function properly. Chiropractors call that a subluxation. Quacks. So Henry Windsor, MD, says organs supplied by impinged nerves exhibit pathological changes. Pathological changes. A mainstream doctor, Windsor, is saying that nerves that don't function properly, and if they're going to an organ, liver, kidney, and that organ's not getting proper nerve function, it exhibits pathological changes, which means eventually there'll be a disease that takes place because the nerve wasn't functioning properly. But that can't be true because chiropractors have been quacking, saying that in their groups for over 100 years. Quacks. Woo! A lot of quacking going on here. Here's another mainstream doctor, Chang Ha Su. He's actually a PhD and spinal biomechanics expert from the University of Colorado. The subluxation is very real. We have documented it to the extent that no one can dispute its existence. Chiropractors have been shouting about the subluxation thing for over 100 years, and some people, a lot of people believe in it, but some don't. Chiropractors are quacks. Vertebral subluxations change the entire health of the body by causing structural dysfunction of the spine and nerve interference. The weight of a dime on a spinal nerve will reduce nerve transmission by as much as 60%. So the weight of a dime on a nerve will cut down the function of that nerve by 60%. I mean, most people, their cell phone doesn't have proper transmission and it's not connected, and their staticky cell phone, they go nuts. They'll drive off a road into a different angle and angle themselves to get proper transmission so that they can just use their cell phone. But they don't believe in it enough for their nerves. That could be cutting down on nerve supply 60%, causing pathological changes. Quack. Don't stop believing. The average American family has 29 different drugs in their medicine cabinet, and Americans consume over half the drugs in the world at the rate of 25 million per hour. This year it's a lot of zeros. Maybe I'm not that smart. Quack. 3, 000, 000, 000, 000. Big number, baby. This year over 3 prescriptions will be written. Sidney Singer, MD. Mainstream doctor. This is coming from him. He's not a quack. He's the real deal. Thousands will become disabled and die as a result of these drug therapies. In fact, there is a new category of disease that is direct product of the medical system. Iatrogenic disease. Iatrogenic means doctor caused. 20% of all medical problems in this country are iatrogenic, and 30% of all hospital admissions are a direct result of taking prescription or over-the-counter medications. I mean, I want to be part of that. I want to be part of this statistic because the goal is to get a 5 instead of a 3 in front of all those zeros. That's got to be the ultimate goal. I think that's where we really want more families to head, to really we got to boost that statistic. We really got to add to that number. I really feel more kids need to be on more drugs, especially psychiatric drugs. These kids really need to be, especially at the age of 5 and 6, antidepressants, because at 5 and 6, they are completely overwhelmed. I mean, preschool is getting absolutely insane, and we just got to drug them up. It's time to take the bull by the horns, and we all need to go mainstream. I agree. We have to stop listening to the quacks, whoever they are, especially these chiropractors who are trying to tell you to live healthy, live abundantly. You know, you look at these chiropractic families. I mean, I guess mine I could look at because I live in it. 5 kids that have never had a drug unless they've had some kind of surgery. Broken elbow, appendix taken out. They had to take anesthesia. They didn't need anything after the surgery, not even a pain pill. My 2 older daughters got their wisdom teeth out, and they had to do the anesthesia, but they refused the pain medication because they just didn't want to take drugs. The first night they hurt. They were up, not feeling well. We loved them, nurtured them, did some kind of quackery, some natural stuff, ointments, and the doctor couldn't believe it. He was like, you know, I'd kind of like to do a study on your family on this whole way. Because he had started to talk about these narcotics they're going to prescribe and the addiction rate and how they have to be careful, these little girls, on taking what he's about to prescribe. And the pandemic of drug use going on in our society, particularly with children, he was warning my daughters that when he prescribes this, they're now going to fall into that category and they will have to stop. And he was talking to a 16 and an 18-year-old. But they said, you know what? My dad's a quack, and we believe that the body could take care of this issue once you pull out the interference, and we're going to see how we could go through this process naturally. Let the body handle it. Because I kind of believe the body can handle a lot. Quack. That this philosophy that we've learned from chiropractic, that the body can heal itself from within innately, it's pretty smart. You know, you think about a woman's body building a human being in about 9 months. At what point did the body get dumb and forget how to do that? Quack. And when you align these principles in your life, and then you see the result of a child who's never had an ear infection, never had fevers, never had a sick day, never took those things they were talking about, these prescriptions from that cabinet over the sink. I guess they call it a medicine cabinet. Is that what it's called? I mean, we're missing out. All these families that have been under regular care, taking care of their nerve system. Maybe if you change the title from chiropractic to something else, people would accept it more instead of being stigmatized and judged because it's different from what the mainstream wants. Because the mainstream's getting amazing results. Iatrogenic, which means we don't know what happened. You went in for surgery and died. We don't know why. You took the medication and died from a side effect. It's part of the game, people. And listen, that's not to say there's definitely times and places for surgery and medications. And our country has the best doctors in the world. Some of my best friends are medical doctors, ER doctors, pediatricians. They're amazing. And they want to help people. And there's a time and place where we have to refer out to an orthopedic surgeon, neurosurgeon. These guys, we're all on the same page, and that's to help people. But I get it. The belief to feel that the body is amazing and to just speak up and be loud and quack. Share this message that your body is capable of so much more than what you've been given to believe. Because if we could convince you to just load up on those medications day in and day out, wow, what a profit margin, the business that someone else is making. I want to be part of that. You're right. I'll put my ducky down. I'll throw in the towel. I'm going to start loading up on that stuff. My kids, why not? There's no side effects to those things. Not like chiropractic. People are dying every day from these chiropractic adjustments, right? I mean, their insurance premiums, their malpractice must be through the roof. At least 6 figures, like most medical doctors. Nah, it's less than your car insurance. These really smart guys, these actuaries that look at the numbers, they see such a low risk that the fee is very low to be a quack because it's so safe. And the money that people save by being under chiropractic care, because it's so affordable in the long run, and your insurance premiums aren't going up because you're loading up on doctor's visits and drugs, you're not paying co-pays and trying to meet a deductible. Like, when did life become about meeting a deductible? What if you never paid that deductible? What if you went years without paying that deductible and instead took that $10,000 and invested in a mutual fund? Man, you'd actually have some money, baby. I call this quackery to think that we should be living healthy, abundant, vibrant, full of passion, and living clear. Oh. So I'm going to keep on quacking, right? We'll keep on being a freak and saying, you know what, you deserve better. You deserve not to be a statistic. I love hanging out with my medical doctors that come in and get checked regularly, especially the surgeons that now function better and can do surgery for 6 hours and save someone's life that was in an accident or something, and know that we can assist them on getting clear and do their life better. Their kids do life better. One of the coolest things was, man, I felt like such a quack. We had this top allergy specialist in the state whose daughter started coming in and got off her allergy medication. And her migraines went away. She was a great athlete, and she was starting not able to perform, and the mother said enough's enough and brought her in. And he got upset in the beginning, but then he saw his baby get well through quackery. You see, the results speak for itself. You either feel better, get better, heal better, life gets better, or you don't. And for something to last over 125 years and still last while it's being judged and quacked and all that kind of stuff tells you something, people. But we got to decide. You could go mainstream, and we could work on these statistics and get them higher, or you could wake up and change your life by living clear and following a different strategy and steps that really need no explanation. Because like I tell all my patients, we're not going to heal you. We're not that smart. But we get the body to function better, which becomes waking you up to be a better version of yourself. And we just sit back and watch the show. And we celebrate your victories together. That's what it's all about. It's not about me. It's not about them. But it's about us helping each other be better versions of ourselves, to change our life, to change your friends' lives, to change the ones you love, and say enough's enough and I want to live free. I want to live clear. And I want to wake up. Quack.